yourself. What is your full name?
My full name is Dinah Marie Norris.
How long have you lived in Georgia?
So I was born in Georgia, and I lived here till I went away to college. And then after college, I came back and lived here for 2 years. And then I moved away for 30 years. And I've lived back in Georgia about 7. So I'm 61 years old. So I was born here, grew up here, and obviously came home at least once a year all the time I lived away to visit my family.
Did you enjoy those years in Georgia?
Well, I did enjoy those years in Georgia. I love it here. Part of that's because my family's here. Part of it's because I love the weather here, and you're here at a beautiful time of year when it's nice and warm. I love that there's a lot to do here. So, yeah, I enjoyed all my time, and that's part of why I chose to move back here.
Why did you come back to Georgia?
Well, when you're my age, in my late 50s, I was thinking about what my husband and I wanted to do when we retired. So some people retire and they want to go to Florida or somewhere where it's like a vacation all the time. And what was most important to us is to be close to family. So that's really the first thing that brought us back to Georgia. That, and at the time we were living in Chicago, and I love Chicago. I hear you're moving there, so I'm excited for you. But it is cold in the winter in Chicago, so we like it here that it's a little bit warmer too.
What's your favorite thing to do here?
Well, I'm a big walker. So I love that it's warm here and you can walk all the time, and there's some beautiful parks and places to go hike. That's what I like best.
What is your favorite memory as a child?
When I grew up, we had this big porch in our backyard, and it kind of went all across the end of the house. And we had these big rocking chairs. And especially in the summer, after dinner, we'd go outside, and it'd be cool, and there'd be lightning bugs out, and we'd just rock and rock and rock. And that's one of my best memories as a kid.
What's your favorite place in Georgia?
My favorite place in Georgia is probably somewhere up in the mountains. Like there is a place called Anna Ruby Falls that I used to go to. I don't know if you've been there or not, but it's up in the mountains, and they have a nice hiking trail and a beautiful waterfall, and it's just so peaceful and quiet, and even on a real hot day, it's kind of cool there. It feels really nice.
Where did you live as a child?
Yeah, so as a child, I lived in Atlanta, and I actually lived in very close to downtown Atlanta, not out in the suburbs. So I was kind of an in-town kid, and at the time that wasn't very cool. Most of my friends lived out in the suburbs. But I saw some things and got to do some things because I lived in town. I could get on a bus and go right downtown and go shopping if I wanted to. I'm sure you've heard of Martin Luther King. I used to drive by his house every day on my way to school. So and they had some really nice parks at that time too, even in the city, so I got to enjoy those too. But yeah, that's where I grew up.
Where do you live now?
So now I live in Marietta, which is a suburb northwest of Atlanta. And part of that's because I'm not working, so I don't have to be downtown. And part of it's my family, again, lives out in Marietta.
What's your favorite thing about Georgia?
Well, probably a couple of things that I've said. One is my family's here, which has nothing to do with this state per se, but it means a lot to me. I love the weather. I love the people. I think people here tend to be very friendly and kind for the most part, and I like that kind of southern hospitality, they call it. There's actually a word for it.
So, where were you born?
So I was born at St. Joseph's Hospital, which actually you may have driven by. It's real close to here. But when I was born there, the hospital was actually downtown.
So, thank you for the interview. Do you want some water?
I would.
Thank you.
So is that helpful, Noah?
Yes.
Okay.